Please let us know where you're dialing in from. How is the weather wherever it is you are? Hope you're good. Just give us a few minutes. We're trying to get the numbers to increase a bit before we start, so we'll be able to. This is Nigerian things. A lot of people like to do African time, but we are GFU. We are sticklers for time. When we say 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. So I would love for every other person or for everyone to also cultivate that timely habit. Hi, Coinsola. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining in. Were you part of last week's? Were you in the class last week? Were you part of the session for last week? You just put yes or no, just to know who are new on your. Okay, yes, okay. So were you able to practicalize what it is that we discussed? Because we also want to hear from you all. I'm just trying to make small talks before we get more people in. Were you able to try out the try out? Were you able to? Did you try creating your own ecosystem? Did you try creating your website with what you learned last week? And if yes, what are your feedbacks? We're still going to have another session today where one of my team members would fully dive in the practical aspect. I know we didn't really go into it last week. We just give an overview. So that's why we're having this follow up to see if people tried it out on their own, what the feedbacks were, and also get use cases. We also want to know which sector you belong to, what service category you fall under, so that we could explain as it relates to the service category you belong to. So I'll just give like 2 more minutes before we officially start. So Quintola, I'm actually looking at my chat box to see if you're going to respond to the question that I asked. And any other person that tried it on their own last week, if they were part of last week's session. Mary, I see you typing. Okay, thank you, Quintola. No worries. Like I said, we're still going to have my colleague is going to really dive in. Okay, like when you want to sign up. Okay, you're going to have that opportunity again today to try it out, and we'll give time for practicals, as in for we'll also give time for you to try it out and give feedback on the spot. I like to know more and how to dive into. No problem. We're going to do that. So let's just get right into it. So I'll just do a quick recap for those people that were not part of last week's session and those people that are just joining in. So the whole idea for this session, and while you are part of the Gateway Learners, like we promised, we said the goal is to upskill you. The goal is to provide you with numerous opportunities to grow your business. If you are a business owner, to showcase your skill. if you are in the job category or the employment category. So there's actually some there's a benefit for every track sector, track category, be it a business owner, be it a professional, be it aspiring business owner. So the DIMP ecosystem, we call it DIMP for short, but in full is actually um, a digital innovation management platform. And what that platform is all about is it's an ecosystem for website creation. It helps you grow your business. You have that opportunity to create a custom website with the help of our domain because we've already built it in a way that it's easy for use. All you just need to do, imagine you consulting the help of a web developer to create like a simple business page for you. You will need to come up with graphics. You need to come up with the concept notes. You need to provide a lot of information for them to be able to at least give you something, a landing page that you can even share with potential clients or even people that are interested, as in just to showcase your business. And you're going to pay money for that. Even if no matter how small it is, you're going to pay some thousands of naira. But what we decided to do for our learners, because we know people keep asking after learning what next, and we know for a fact that it's not just these things are being, it's what you see in other programs. Everybody come and they say they want to train you, they want to upskill you, but we're always, it's always what next. The goal is to, or the plan at the end of the day is after providing you with that knowledge, how do you put that knowledge to good use immediately rather than wait long term? How do you start maximizing those ideas, those learnings that you have gotten? How do you start um, adding, using it to add value to yourself, using it for wealth creation? We know the country that we are, you can't just stay and wait, as in just rely on one form of income or wait for people put yourself there to attract the put as in the right people in your circle for you to be relevant. You need to also you need to attract. You should be able to tell yourself what's that skill you have in you that can attract the kind of people that you're looking out for. You can't just sit down and say I have XYZ but nothing to show for it. So the whole idea behind the DIMP creation or the DIMP ecosystem is to help you build a custom website that will help you attract clients. You'll be able to sell your service or product. You generate more revenue and even manage your payment on that one platform. Provide you with flexible tools that would help bring those visions of yours to life. So I would want to give real life scenarios. And at the same time, I would want you in the chat box. I need to know what sector you fall under. If you are a hairdresser, if you are a mercenary, if you are in the graphics design aspects, I would also let you know the different categories that we have grouped the different businesses or the different learners into, and there's no how you fall under one of each of them. So we also had to identify who can actually use the DIMP ecosystem, and it's pretty much everyone. We know for a fact that we have a large number of people in the professional service. And when we say professional service, is either you're in the legal aspect, accounting, project management, business consulting, and so on. There's also people in the creative service that if you are into web design creation, if you are into photography or videography, content creation, brand servicing, that's the category that falls under the creative service. So that's why I said I was going to list where mention the different use cases so you can identify the category you fall under. I think that was where you got stuck, Poinsola, when you were saying it showed you if I go back to that your message, you said was saying something about organizational name. Okay, I'll get to that. Just give me, I will get to that. So there's also the personal care service that's for people into that have the spa and the salon, massage, those men healthcare professionals, nail studio, hairdressing. So anything that has to do with personal care, the barbers, anything that you just said, the fashion designer, you fall under that category. So think of anything that relates to personal care service, to beautify someone, to add, make the person's lifestyle more um, attractive. That's the personal care service. Now we have the event service, those people in the event planning sector, the caterers, people in the decorations sector, wedding planners, those are event service. This ecosystem works for all these people. There's also those people in the educational service that if you're a lesson teacher, you are a teacher, you teach people, you have your own private coaching service, you have an educational consulting thing, anything that has to do with educational, be it for a particular category of learners or for the general, maybe for kindergarten, for crèche, for primary schools, for secondary school, you fall under that service. Maybe you have your own personal outfit or you work for either a private sector or a government sector. That category is where you fall under. Then for those in the technology service, those software developers, blockchain, database, web designers, hardware repair, anything that has to do with the technical aspect of technology, tech support, call centers, customer care. That's the technology service. So I pretty much mentioned, if you can think of any service that is out there, DIMP can actually DIMP works for all service. So it's just left for you to identify what service category you fall under. And like I said, people who can use that DIMP service, you have the corporations, you have the creatives, like I said, you have the tech enthusiasts, you have the traders. Do you understand? So name it. Just identify or let us know the category you fall under. On the categories, we'll use that as the practical aspect so that you understand how it is to create your ecosystem. So what are the futures of the DIMP, as in the digital management platform? Think of anything you're looking for, say from customizing your domain. You want to create a domain tailor-made for your service. You can actually customize it. There are templates available. If available, if you are in the educational sector, you want to build a course curriculum for yourself, or plan a course for yourself or for people. You can use the DIMP ecosystem for that. You can use it in a the website creation is just one aspect of what the DIM can do. Like we said, it's an ecosystem on think of when they say ecosystem, you have, if you are an individual that have different streams of income, maybe you have a nail salon, that's a different business on its own. You have an a case of users that are interested in that aspect. You have your client base in that aspect. If you are in that same as a business owner, you still have the barber sector. That's a generating income as a stream of income on its own. That's a different ecosystem because you have customers that you attract in that part. If maybe you are what do you call it? Maybe you are in the think of anything. I know for a fact that one person can actually have multiple streams of income. So you have buckets of ecosystems, and you have people that identify with that different businesses that you are running. Those are your ecosystem. Those are the people that relate with you. Those are the people that build your ecosystem. So you can use that. You can use this platform to do your assessment at the end of the month, know what it is that you have made for each particular business. You can use it for payment management option, as in payment management. Once you schedule appointments or you book schedules, depending on what you're using, what category you fall under, or how you want to design your ecosystem to reach out to your target market or your target customers or consumers, you can use it to create schedule. They can use it to book appointments. They can use it to make payments. So it's an all-in-one ecosystem where you get to manage your business from start to finish. So the fear of, keeping too many records or having different books to record, take appointments, note down payments, the person that is meant to, when you're supposed to send an order, or when someone's, you need to request, at least you could even use it to check if you are in the production business, when your orders are running low, to know when you want to, as in request for new orders. You can actually do that it sets like a notification or a reminder for you to just check and know, I'm running out, I'm running low, I need to make orders. Okay, this person needs to do a renewal of payment, let me send that person's invoice to that person so that they can acknowledge payment, and once that payment is made, I would get that confirmation. You can even use it to, if you want to secure a loan, you have your records that you can use to present to a potential loan as in an investor, or someone that might want to offer you loan application. With this, they know that, you have your books in order. Do you understand? So whatever I think, you could even use it for, to even visualize and know if you are growing on a job, as in how your business is growing. To give you that statistics and visualization. It helps you to know where you are per time. So think of anything that you want to, that you need for your business. The DIMP has that in place. So when you're talking about that, it also makes you wonder, what's the value? What does the DIMP offer? So you really don't even need a template or a website builder in order to own your own service. Like I said, imagine the stress of you, as in having a meeting with a website developer. They'll then tell you, we need pictures, we need that, we need this. This is at the comfort. You can just create your own template. So you can just get your own personal website and link that you share with your customers on the spot. It offers you the ability to also sell your service, your products. You can manage your payments and subscriptions all on one platform. You can manage your clients, your users, your customers in real time. Do you understand? It's even, you have that, yeah, don't worry, calm down, you get it. I'm just trying to say, like, when I introduce my colleague. So based on the things that I've said, once he's doing demonstration, you're tying it down to the things that have been said. So it's not just creating a website, it's managing your ecosystem as well. So it's not just, you can just create a free website. Aside that, there are other things that it can do for you. And as you grow your business, you can increase the number of people, you can build as many and manage different ecosystems in under one bucket when my colleague comes in. And you also get that 247 support system in case you run into issues. That's where we come in as a GFA as a whole. So even another thing you need to notice, that it helps your business move from, if you're thinking of growing digitally, you can only get far when you introduce digitalization to your business. If you're operating locally, you won't go far. But if you want to grow digitally, think of introducing DIMP to your lifestyle. Let's just use it like that, because we know for a fact it's not only business owners that are on this call. There are job seekers as well. So, but anything that has to improve your lifestyle, to make you stand out or one step ahead, just think of DIM. So if you want to move from that offline to online effortlessly, you need DIM to make that happen. And that can happen. You don't have to waste so much time. And the beauty about it is that as you grow, you can increase or increase the features or even expand your ecosystem as you like. So if it's just the website aspect you want today, you can just do that pattern share. If you then want to add other things like the payment plan to it, you want to schedule, you want that calendar schedule where people will just yeah, you can actually. Just don't worry. When my colleague will just, it's all about you thinking big. Yes, you have a liquid, but how do you want to reach further to customers? How do you want to expand? Is it not by showcasing what you have? So when you create this and you take your link, you use that, your unique link, your website link, and you share that, oh, I make, rather than stress yourself and everything, you can just place your order here and we'll have it ready for you. We'll tell you when you get it and everything. So anything that would make you one step from where you are. You want to, I know most people are saying they want to reach more people, but their challenge is that they are limited to where they are. Use what you have and go online and look at your target audience and distribute, send your, as in let them know that this is what you're all about. Let them even visit to even see. It's from continuous, what makes people stand out is continuity. If people over time, when you keep posting on your social media, keep posting on your WhatsApp status, about one day someone will ask you, what is it that you even do? Because they see it all the time. But if you are not, if you feel it's just, or I posted one time, nobody answered me, then because of that, I abandoned ship, then you're not ready for business. Some people, they post, they don't get even one feedback even in a year. But when it happens, it's just one referral, and from one referral, boom, you're already in the minds of people that you least expect. So the goal is to stay consistent, to stay relevant in the minds of people. Something might just come to someone's mind and like, I think I used to see somebody post something somewhere. Oh, let me check. And luckily, if you have made it a lifestyle that every day you must post on your timelines, you'll be surprised one day someone would even just, I think I used to see someone's status about this thing. Let me even, maybe that person, reach out to that person, because it has happened to me. I've had people reach out to me, say, oh, I got your number, or I got your link from someone that is a mutual friend of someone. I learned you're into this and that. That's how referrals start. That's how you expand your network. So think of anything that you want to do, as in where you are and how you want to digitize, as in you want to grow from where you are, and just add them to it. And let's see if you're not going to be the next best thing after sliced bread. So I would pause here because I know a lot of people want to see the practical aspects. So while I introduce my colleague and he runs through the practical aspect, if there are any questions at that point in time, we can then take them. And at the same time, we also need to know what service category you belong to, because it's what we want to do to make it realistic as possible. If we get more people under the creative aspect, we use that as one of the use cases when doing the live demonstration of how to create your ecosystem and all. So let me just quickly look at the chat box to see what the reactions are. Let's see. So guys, please let me know what service category you've belonged. Okay, so Samuel, if you can hear me. Yeah, freelancers. When you say freelancers, what do you do? You write or what? I think you fall under the creative service, if I'm not mistaken. Freelancers, what category do they fall under? Yeah, web designers. So yes, so web designers are under Samuel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So web designers fall into under the technology service. Yeah. So technology service. Who else? What less graphics under falls under creative service. Okay. Want to see the ones with the highest service category so that we can use that as a use case. So please just drop what service industry you. Okay, you're a sales manager. What platform? Okay, sales manager. What do you sell? Sales manager, what category do we put them? Samuel. What do you
Depending on
sell?
what you sell.
Yeah, depending on what you sell, let's know where we want to put you. What category you fall under. So what do you sell? Please, Mutsi. Web development, virtual assistant, that's under technology service. Mutsi, if you can tell us what you sell so that we'll know the category you fall under. I'm getting more of creative and web. Guys, let's know this so that somebody will not say we were being partial when we pick one use case as a demonstration here. Computer networking, hardware repair. So that's under technology service, right, Samuel?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just give 2 minutes. Let me see other people. Daily savings collection. Job seeker now, but I run events. Okay, catering service for now. So you're under event service. You're under IT specialist is under technology service. Someone says agricultural. I sell agricultural equipment. What category do we put that? What category is that? What category?
Trade.
What category? Trade. Yes, trade. Yes, trade. Trade. Yes. The daily savings collection too is under trade. Yes. Right?
Yes, correct.
Yes. So I've gotten liquid making is trade as well. Fashion designing is creative. So we are leaning towards creative, technology, personal, and trade. So which use case would you be um doing a demonstration on, Samuel?
Yeah, technology.
And sorry, what did you say?
Technology. I think most of them are under technology.
Most of them are under technology. Okay, if time permits us, we might take another one as well. But the goal is for you to have an understanding. Bear in mind that whatever service that is demonstrated here, you can apply same for the different sectors that you fall under, just for you to have an idea of how it is to create. And for points that I was saying, when you go to an organization, at this point in time, let me even put it there. If you are thinking of getting into business, if you're thinking of being a business owner, you need to have a name that stands you out. So even as a job seeker, if you have a side hustle, if you have something you're doing on the side, you should be known. You should have that name that you should be known for. If they say, oh, I need oh, okay, I have this guy, he's into, okay, what's his name? Let me quickly check him on. Let me see his works online. Do you understand? That's what makes you stand out from the next person. So that name is your identity. That's your organizational name. You can decide to stick to your name, like Wide Enterprise or something. That's your organizational name. It doesn't have to be something so complex or something that it's unique to you. That is what you can be identified as. And as you grow, would also advise you for credibility, have that name registered so that you know that this is your brand. Nobody else's out there has taken that name from you. It's very important because even when you want to show your books or when you're at that point you're seeking for loans or investment or something, you need to show those things. There's some things that they would ask for if you're growing. There's some information also, there's some documents that'll be expected of you. And one of them is your CSC registration document. So you need to have that. So as you're thinking, the whole idea of this learning is for you to think big. You're upscaling, you're thinking of growth, you're thinking of diversification. So you have to, the things that are within your power, that's what we're trying to do here. We know it's hard, the economy is hard. Having even a license registration is going to cost you XYZ. So the things that we could do on our own part to help you in your business, we'll do, but the bulk of the work lies in your hands. That's the truth. You need to show that willingness and dedication and zeal for you to even get further assistance. That's just the truth about it. So while you're here, also think in that direction as well and all that. So at this point, I'll just pause. I've spoken for like 30 minutes. So I'll invite my colleague Samuel Makinde to handle the practical demonstration now. Over to you, Samuel. Thank you, guys.
Please notify me once you can see my screen.
Okay. Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so for those people that have this link with them, or if you don't have, it is going to be shared on the group for you to know which category you belong to. You can just go on DIMP landing page. On the use case, you can check the use cases that we have there. Then you can know the categories that you fall under. So I'm going to show us today how to create ecosystem. And if you have any question, maybe in the process, just send it to the group chat. After that, I will take the
Promise,
question.
please drop the link on the chat box so that people can just for those ones that want to practicalize while it's ongoing, drop the link, the landing page link for them.
Okay, so once you click on the sign in button from the landing page, I think someone mentioned something about organization name in the group chat. So the organization name is the name of your business. If you're a business owner, put your business name there. And maybe if you're a person, you are maybe a job seeker, you can also use your name or your initials as your organization name. After that, you sign up, you verify your account, and then you come back to DIMP. After doing that, the next step is for you to log in. Yes. So this is the creator dashboard. And when we are talking about the creator, we are talking about the DIMP ecosystem owner. If you are coming, when you come on board on DIMP, you'll be assigned a role called creator. And as a creator, you have the ability to create ecosystem. You have the ability to monetize your ecosystem. You have the ability to showcase what you have, the skills you have. I noticed that some people mention web development. As a web developer, the most important thing is for people to know that you have this particular tech skills, you offer this particular service, maybe a front-end developer, a back-end developer, and maybe as a fashion designer, people need to see what you have done in the fashion designing industry. They need to know your capability before they can patronize you. And what we try to do with DIMP is that we try to bridge the gap between the process of you showcasing your talent to the world, and we try to be the one to do the stress and just give you like a full flow of you just coming on board within less than 10 minutes. You create a website, you can showcase your skills, you can track the way people come on board on your website, the way people interact with it, and you can also sell your skills or your product or your service on DIMP. When you log into our site, you are going to come to this dashboard as a first timer. And as a first timer, most of the information here won't be the same thing here. So before going to the step of creating ecosystem and showing you all your information, I'll just between 2 or 3 minutes brief through all the sidebar that we have here. The first one is the dashboard, which is where you have the short information about everything going on your platform, the total ecosystem that we have created. And when we are talking about ecosystem here, we are talking about the websites that you have, how many users you have on your website, people that onboard on your website, your support requests, and users that actually patronize you on your website. The next one we have is the my user. So here you can actually monitor those people coming on board on your website. You can see their information. For a particular user, you can see how many service or products or course that they have purchased from you. The next one we have is the payment. And, and under the payments, what the payment does actually is that it allows you to see the money flow, the flow of money that actually occur on your ecosystem. So when you collect the money from your ecosystem, you see how much is being received. You can withdraw the money to your own personal accounts. After the payment part, we have the App Center. So this App Center is a relationship between you and your ecosystem user. So for now, you might not fully understand the meaning of ecosystem user. We'll still get there, but just know that App Center is a relationship between you and those people that you are selling your skill or maybe your course, your digital products or digital service to. Then we have the edit profile. You can edit your own profile, your social profile. You can add your social profile. The support, which Elizabeth mentioned before. So if you have any problem, maybe creating your own ecosystem, or for someone that said that when she got to the ecosystem domain name because she did not understand that, actually from your DIMP dashboard, you can actually send a message to us and we'll reply you immediately that, okay, this is what ecosystem domain name means. So you can create a support ticket to us at GFA and we're always available to answer you on that. After that, we have the future update. So for the future updates, this is just, we give the ability for you as a user, as a creator, to be able to suggest what you want to see on our platform. So let's say, for example, a web developer need to have maybe a Zoom or a live class, a live section on his or her own ecosystem, and maybe it is not there, or it is there you did not notice, you can actually create a future request ticket. You send it to us, and then we verify it. If we get a lot of people actually creating a future request for a particular product, we add it to it. And this is just for you to be able to interact very well with your own customers or user. So after that, let's go back to the my ecosystem part. So the my ecosystem page is just whereby you see the ecosystem you have created. You can see how many ecosystem you have live, the one you have set to private, the one for drafts you are still working on, but you have never finished creating, your total users, and then you can see a box of all the ecosystem that you have created. Visit this the dashboard for that particular ecosystem, and also you have the link to send to your users. So for the process of this time of this demo, I'm going to be using, I think I saw someone calling Solar.
Yes, Coin Solar, I think she was among the first person that responded. Yes.
Hello, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we lost you for a bit. Yeah, Coin Solar is here. Coin Solar
Okay,
is here.
so I'm going to be using CoinSolar and a business name. I assume that is CoinSolar to actually do a demo for us, create an ecosystem, and then you can see how you can add maybe course or service or products to your ecosystem. Share the link with your client so that they can know what you offer. They can book your skills and then pay you from from your ecosystem. So the ecosystem name here. Sorry, before going to that, when you click on the create new ecosystem, there are 7 steps that you need to follow for you to be able to create your ecosystem. The first step we have is the about ecosystem. Under the about ecosystem, what you are filling here is the basic information of your ecosystem. So the first one, we have the ecosystem name. So the ecosystem name here means the name of your business or your organization or your own personal branding. So, and this ecosystem name is the name that your users will see anytime they receive email from your ecosystem. So at this ecosystem name, don't just use any name, use the name that people are. And the next one,
Samuel,
so
we
and the
lost you a
next one,
bit. Hello, Samuel, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
We lost you a bit. I think where we lost you was you said don't just use any name. So
Mm.
maybe you have to take a recap from there.
Yes, okay. So use a name that people know with your business. If a business owner, use your business name. If you are just someone just coming out like Coin Solar, you can use your name so people can associate your ecosystem with you. The next step we have is the ecosystem domain. So this ecosystem domain is the link you send to people. And when you are sending link to people or specifying your domain name here, you also need to use a name that people know that, oh, this name actually look legit, not you just using any random name here. And people will be thinking that, okay, maybe this is a scam. You need to use a legit name that people also know with your business. And under this ecosystem domain name, there are three things that you can do there. You can either use the dimplify.com/coinsolar, or you can purchase a new domain name if you don't want to have dimplify.com associated with your business and with your ecosystem link. Or if you're already a business owner, you have already purchased a domain name, maybe from Namecheap or any third party, and you don't have anything linked to the site, you can actually transfer it to this particular ecosystem that you want to create. And anytime you share the domain name to someone, they will be seeing everything that you created from the ecosystem. But for the purpose of this demo, we are going to use the slash CoinSolar for it. So the next one we have is the target audience sector. As I mentioned before, if you go to the landing page
So
under
sorry,
the
Samuel.
set,
Let me cut you off there. Sorry, I'm doing
okay,
this. Well, guys, in case you don't know, what we are telling you here is that you have the opportunity to create a free website for yourself with our domain. Now, creating a website for yourself with our domain name offers you that opportunity of having um your business using on our domain page, that regardless of wherever it is that you are, or if there's a change or anything, it's you are doing that for free. And I think someone, please correct me if I'm wrong, if at the long run you then choose to get your own unique domain, say away from dimplify.com, all your information still remains intact. Everything that you have on that, it's not as if you then have to start all over again, um, creating a new landing page and all. It's just for you to just change that. Is that possible?
yeah, you have to, in that scenario, you have to reach out to us from the support page, and then we help you do it, but it is possible.
Okay, so that's this thing. So, and if you even look at the cost of even purchasing a new domain is, as in, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's chicken change compared to what you would spend outside. So bear that in mind. And he also said that if you've already purchased a domain name already for yourself before now, you could still use it in this, as in use that in your creation here, and it will take it. So it's not even restricting you if you have a domain name somewhere, or you don't want to use ours, or you want to purchase. So you have that three options that he mentioned. Um, these domain websites end with dimplify.com. Um, yes, that's the free one, but you're not pronouncing it, you're not spelling it correctly. So Samuel, over to you. Continue. Muti was asking a question. Was saying, please, the domain website ends with dimplify.com. Yeah, that's the free. Yeah, that's the free. Yeah, for you to create your website using our domain name. That's with Dimplified. So over to you,
Okay.
Samuel.
Okay. So the target audience sector is the category of people that you are trying to bring on this ecosystem. So for this purpose, we'll be choosing technology services. Under it, we have the what is your main objective of creating this ecosystem. So for someone like Coin Solar, you'll be choosing software development as a web developer. But if you're into other field, you can choose anyone that actually align with the subcategory of people or subcategory of skills or product or service that you want to offer on your ecosystem. The next one we have is the expected audience number. So if you know the number of people or the within the category of people coming on your ecosystem, you can choose any number here. But if you are not sure of that, you can go for the lowest, which is between 1 to 500. After that, we have do you have experience with creating ecosystem? As a first timer, you choose no. So that if you have any maybe support or you need any assist in creating your ecosystem, we can know and then send you the relevant information or materials for you to be able to create your ecosystem. So the next one that we have is the ecosystem description. So for here, we are asking you need to input a short description or a long description of what you want to use your ecosystem for. So for you to show is nice. Okay, so after filling the information here with the necessary details, not just you using any random information, you click on the next. Yes. So after clicking on next, the next step we have is the select template, the step 2. On this step 2 parts, we have three things that can take place here. The first one is for you to select our own free template at GFA. And you selecting free templates at our side here won't actually cost you anything. That means that we already have a template for you that actually falls under any category that you want to create your ecosystem for. So for someone creating the ecosystem under technological services, we have a template for it. Or if you don't want to select the free template, you can get a premium template, or you can also create your own new template from scratch. But I believe that selecting from the free template will actually be easy because the structure and everything is already there. The arrangement is there. You just need to edit the text to your business information, add your business logo, and then create the template. So here I will be selecting a free template. I'll be selecting a free template here. When you click on the select template, you come to the step 2 of the select template. Under this step 2 here, what you are doing is that you edit the template content. And when I mean template content here, we are talking about the landing page that people will see when they come to your site. You know, anytime you send a link to people, there's always a landing page, the first page that you see, which actually showcase or demonstrate or describe the business of that particular website. So under this page here, you can edit the logo. Yeah, you can edit the logo. So under our template here, you can add a background color, or you can even edit the text. So for someone like a web developer, you can change it to maybe a web developer. So you can change the text to I am a web developer, or maybe any information that actually aligns with your business. And also too, yeah, you can decide to change the text color to a color that you want, and also probably edit the background image here. Let me edit that. Yeah, so you can decide to edit the background image, the about us, about your business, your skills, your talents. You can add that. The same step also to you can edit the background color on this stage. You can edit the text. Let me use- wait, let me change this. Yeah, you can edit the text. You also have the ability to change the font size. If you don't like the font size, maybe you want to use a better looking font size, you can actually change that. The same step also too for your vision, your mission. And please note, you can always edit all this information. There's no part of this application that you can't edit. There's no image that you can't change. So the same step also too for other part of the templates.
Sorry, Samuel. I think someone is saying the audio is not clear. I can hear you loud and clear. Please, can any other person confirm if you can hear Samuel clearly? Mutsi is saying he cannot. The audio is not clear, but I can hear Samuel clearly. Kindly confirm if you can hear any other person here can hear him correct, clear. Okay, thank you, Coinsola. So go ahead, Samuel. So maybe Muti, you need to check your end. You need to check. Maybe you need to change location. Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, Samuel.
Okay, so under
So
why
wait,
should
wait,
you apply?
sorry. Let me
Okay.
just ask a question. There's a question here. So someone is saying that. Sorry, I had to cut you because I know. Let's just take them as it comes. So someone say for the target audience section, if I have a service in technology and one in the creative service, do I need to create different ecosystem since apparently you can only choose one service?
Okay, so the first thing to know is that you have the ability to create multiple ecosystem. But if you want to have the two of them together, depending on the subcategory that you fall on, maybe the web developer or and also a graphics designer, for example, the two of them actually still fall under the technological service, or you can even choose creative service for it. Pick a category. Under the subcategories, you will see one of the subcategory that actually aligns with the two information you have. That is, if you want to create them together. But if not, you can always create multiple ecosystem for your business or your personal need.
So I hope that answers your question. So the beautiful thing is that on your ecosystem dashboard, you'll be able to see the different services that you have created. Correct, right?
Yes.
And they have their own unique link that you can use to share to your target customers or your audience.
Yes, correct.
So we got you. All right. So Mary's saying your events, is it underscore that you put here .iq.dimplify.com? Is that your name? Okay, your event IQ, that's your name, right? .dimplify.com. Yes, that can work. Are we can they use underscore? Those characters, do they take, are they allowed in the name, the domain names?
Yeah. So when creating domain name, you follow the worldwide standard. And with that, there are some things that you can use. You can use underscore actually to create a domain name. But
Okay, I got
anything you can't use, it will use get a pop-up for that.
okay. So when you try, you can get a pop-up for that. Can you once explain the right stuff? Continue, please. If you're just joining in, we'll make the recording available for you. But just continue, Samuel.
Okay. So for why should you apply for the program, you can also do the same thing. You can edit the information there, edit the background color here. So to showcase what you are doing. And also we have the frequently asked question. As a business owner or as a skills person, there are always some question that people coming to your site will want to ask you. So we have the format. Just have it in mind that everything you are seeing on this template is a format, not what you need to add to not what you need to show your users. So that means that everything is editable, even the frequently asked question. You can So you can edit the header or frequently asked question, and then you can also edit the information under it. So we have the footer also about in the footer part, you can add maybe your email address, your phone number, just any information for people to get in touch with you. you can add other information that you think that will be actually important for your users or people coming on your ecosystem to see. So after doing all this, the next step, and you are sure of what you input here, the next step is for you to continue. So when you continue, you can preview all what you have done at the step 2. When you are satisfied with what you have here, if you are not satisfied, you can always go back to edit any other parts. You submit the template. So after submitting your template, your ecosystem template, the next step is for you to edit your form. And form here means what people onboarding on your ecosystem, what they need to fill in. So as a web developer, maybe you want to get information about people coming on your ecosystem, that are they maybe an organization, or maybe a person, maybe just someone coming that just want to employ you. You want to get information of people coming on your ecosystem. So at this stage also too, you can select a free form, or you can create a new form to use. So, and also note here that before selecting anything, you have the capability to actually preview them. So if you don't like what you are seeing, you can decide to select any other form available. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll select a free form. When you select a free form, you also have the ability to edit the form information. And please always remember this: the form that you are editing is what people onboarding on your ecosystem, what they will fill in. It is just as if you're going to any random site and they ask you to sign up. So this is what people coming on your ecosystem, when they want to sign up, this is what they will see. These are the information they will fill. So you can also, the same process, you can decide to edit the headers. So let me just save one. So the same step also too with your template. You can edit the information there. You can add the logo to it. And then when you are done editing it, you click on continue. After that, you preview what you have done in step 2. If you are sure of what we have here, then you can also submit. You can submit your form. Sorry. Yeah, so let me just change the. Okay. So there's something showing here which we will check, but you can try it out at your own side. Try to create your form, and then when you are done creating your form, you move to the next stage. So after creating your form, the next thing to do is to move to the product section, which is the step 4. When you create your form, after creating the form, you move to the product section. And under this product section, there are 3 types of products that you can add to the ecosystem. The first one is that you can add a service. So for someone like Coinsola, a web developer, I believe that there are 2 things that you want to offer to people. One is either service. You want people to employ your service, to pay you for a web developer job, to pay you for maybe a front-end development service, or maybe you also want to train upcoming web developers. You want to train them on maybe React, or maybe JavaScript or Node.js. So here you can add a service, you can add a digital product, and you can add a course. And as I explained before, a service is the skills that you offer. And digital product here means maybe you're a musician, for example, you know how to sing, or you have arts, you want to sell your art, your digital art, you can upload it to your ecosystem to sell, or maybe as an educator, or maybe a web developer, or you just want to train people on the skills that you have. So let's say I remember someone mentioned that he or she can make liquid soap. So let's say, for example, if you want to train people on how to make liquid soap, and then you want to, you just want to train people and you want people to pay you for that, you can actually add that to your ecosystem. So you can train people through your ecosystem, you can monetize it, get the value from it. So I'll just take us through a step of creating video. So we have the course description. That is what you want to train people on. After that, you click on next. So the next part is for you to add the curriculum. So when you click on this part, so let's say, for example, as a web developer, under web development, we have different type of subfield. Even under React, we have different type of subfield there. So we have the process of training them, maybe introduction to React, for example. Then we have the middle level of React production. So we have the module description, what we want to train them on. For this particular section, we have the total audio or maybe video or document, depending on what you select from the first stage. After that, we have the title of the section, introduction. So the link of the content. So if you select video, audio, documents from the basic information, you need to add the link of the what you want your user to be seeing here. And then after that, we have the section duration, how many minutes of the link that you are adding here. So you can save this. When you save it, if you want to add multiple, maybe another section or another module, you can actually add that. And also too, you can decide to edit or delete anything. So once you add anything and you notice that maybe there's a mistake there, you can also edit it. So once you are done with that, you click on next. So for maybe for the web developer, you need people to already have the knowledge of HTML before they can actually take this course. Or maybe for someone that want to train people on soap business, maybe you want them to have maybe the materials before they can actually watch this video. So as they are watching your video, they can actually be doing the practical at the same time. You can always add the requirements there. After adding it, the next one is to choose the file. So this is the file that people will see as the background picture of the course we are posting. Let me add this. So also the next one is for you to input in the total course duration of those module that you add at the curriculum section. Let me choose to. And then the next one is what is included. So maybe as a software developer, you want to give people certificates on the course you are posting, you can add it. And also note that on DIMP, you have the capability also to choose a certificate, edit the certificate information so that anytime people take your course, you don't have to be going through the stress of maybe meeting another designer to help you design a certificate. We also have it here that you can directly do here. So after inputting the right information for your course,
Sorry,
the
Samuel.
next thing is
I want to ask
okay.
Samuel. Sorry, I want to ask a question. For this category, is it because of the use case that you're working with that the option for
Yes.
certificate came up? If it's for someone in the personal care sector now, like nail salon or something, that option would not come out, or would it come out?
Yeah, so the option is optional.
It's optional.
Of what
Okay.
is included, so it's optional. We have a lot of things under what is included, but because of the use case that I'm using, that is why I select the certificate. So
Okay.
if you are maybe a barber, you can choose other things that are included. Maybe when you give them a haircut, maybe there's a drink attached to it after that, or maybe anything. You can choose any part of the what is included there. So after creating your course, if you want to add multiple course, you can click on the previous, come back to this page again, or maybe after adding the course, you also want to use the same ecosystem as someone asked that question about technology and creative service. So maybe for the technology part, it is a course you want to add. Then for the creative service, you want to add a service. Under the same ecosystem, you can always add any one of the three of them, or even add the three of them at the same time to the same ecosystem. Or maybe at this stage of creating your ecosystem, you are not sure or you don't have the full information of the course or service or digital products that you want to add, you can always keep this part, or you, as if you have add, you continue. So after that, we have the next stage, which is the integration, which is, as you can see, coming soon. But the idea of this integration is that you can integrate with third parties on your ecosystem. So let's say, for example, you want to be having a live section, a weekly or monthly live section through Zoom or Team or Google Meet from your ecosystem. You have the capability to actually integrate that into your ecosystem. Or if you don't need this section, you can also the same process, you can skip it. So the next step, which I also think that it is very important that you pay attention to this, is the payment part. Elizabeth mentioned something at the beginning that if you want to employ a software developer to help you create ecosystem, the truth is that they will charge you, even for a front end, they will charge you nothing less than 150,000 or 200,000 for it. But with DIMP, you can actually get the same result, even a better result, with just 1,500 naira per month. And you can see here that our billing period is actually convenient for you. And there's also discount on anyone that you pick. So when you click on the size of the number of people that you are expecting on your platform, you can see that we have different category here. The lowest one, which is the 1 to 500, is just 1,500 naira per month. So if you're having 500 people on your ecosystem, you are only paying 1,500 naira per month, and which is less than 20,000 naira per year. So let's say, for example, you are into web development, and then at the ending of the year on your ecosystem, you're able to like complete close to like 20 or 15 to 20 sites. You know how much you are collecting, and the cost of you being able to digitalize your skills is just less than 20,000 naira per month. So you can see that the benefit or the amount here, or the benefit you are getting from the ecosystem you are creating is something that's
Was it Sam
that's what you are paying
or
for it. Okay. Sorry. Are you saying anything?
yeah, I think I lost you for a bit. I don't know if it's just me, but I think I lost you for a bit. Maybe other people can um if it's the same thing in your end, maybe you can indicate on the chat box. But if not, continue. Maybe it was my network that dropped.
Okay. So you can, on the payments part, you can check on under each section the capability of what you can do. So you can, as a first timer, if you are coming to the site, you are you're on the light plan. So on the light plan, you can actually create your ecosystem. There is no barrier in doing that. So there are some things that you will be able to do on the free plan, and there's things that you can do on a paid plan. So you just need to go through the information there, look at the one that actually align with what you want to use your ecosystem for, and then subscribe to it. So, and also to, maybe if you're already on a paid plan, or maybe you don't want to subscribe now, you can always continue and then come back to that later. So the next step is the preview and publish part. So here you have the capability to see what you have done so far. From the first step, you preview it, you look at the information. After that, you can always publish your ecosystem. So once you publish your ecosystem, you can see that now, I have a total of 6, total life ecosystem 6, and and we can see the ecosystem that we just created here. So from here, you can you can send the link to people, and then people can see the ecosystem. So because I've never had the form here, so without filling the form of the onboarding form, you can actually send the link to people. So there are like step of what you have to fill. The first to third step, which is compulsory, which you have to fill before you can send the link to people. So yeah, so that is the first step of creating the ecosystem. So I believe Elizabeth can take over.
Hi, Tamal. Thank you very much. So I don't know if, oh Mary, sorry, you lost him for a bit too, but I hope you were able.
Sorry. I don't know, promise, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think Elizabeth has network issue. Okay, so pending the time that Elizabeth will come
Apologies,
back.
my network went off.
Okay.
I'm here. Sorry about that. Okay, so I said thank you, Samuel, for that. For those of you that didn't be that, okay, Mary, you said you lost him for a bit too, but I want to believe that the demonstration was pretty straightforward, was clear. I wanted us to take like, I don't know if time would permit us. I wanted us to take like 10 or 15 minutes on our own individual listen to try and see if we can create this, that if you guys are open to it, if you want to have a go at it at this point, so that we can get feedbacks on the spot. Or if you want I don't know. It's open for deliberation. It's open for if you feel you want us to, because the whole idea is for you to try this out. We want you to start digitizing your service. We want you to start that skill that you are known for. The whole idea of the learning is for you to put it into practice and also showcase it to people around you. Um, someone has already asked this question before. Can we create multiple ecosystems for different product service? Yes, you can. And he also demonstrated that as well. Oh, how can I get the onboarding form to fill to be able to access a business link? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Onboarding form to fill, in order to fill a business link. What do you mean by that, Mary? Is it the link to get started for to start using to try out the ecosystem? Promise, can you put that on the chat box? Well, it's simplify.com. But it would be good for us to really test, get use cases here, people that have to just try it out on your own. If we could have a breakout session. Okay, the link. Oh, Mary, you have to create that. That is why we wanted. You have to create that. You have to create that. And when you go, someone, can you show where they can copy that link on their ecosystem? What a typical ecosystem looks like after they've created all that. I don't know if you showed that part, but if can you go back and quickly show after the creation of all that, what the page looks like? How do they get even navigate? Is it only do they get like pop-ups? Yeah, I have some questions. Do they get like pop-ups if someone schedule or if they send the link to people? How do they get notification? What's that process like? Do they always have to go to the use the URL link to log in? Or how do they, after that creation, going to the Dimpified, how do they now navigate to their own landing page and all? Maybe you need to run through that part real quick so that we can understand that as well.
Okay. So once you create your ecosystem, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So once you create your ecosystem, you see the ecosystem here, you see the dashboard, and then you see the view sites. So
Okay.
once you click on the view sites, it will take you to the live ecosystem that you just created. So come and let this load, and then I'll click on the dashboard also. Yeah, so this is example of an ecosystem that was created. So this is when once you if you follow through this process, this is what your users will be seeing on your ecosystem. Not the same information here, but the information that you
That
actually
you have
include
provided.
in
Yeah.
yes in the process. And then on this ecosystem, you can see cost. So you can see the amount of the cost here. Your users can actually see the cost that or service or digital products that you add to it from your product art, and then they can always see other information that you have added to your ecosystem. So your users can decide to sign up on the ecosystem, or maybe if they're already a user, they can also log in on your ecosystem, see their own dashboard. So and apart from that also too, you also too as owner, you have your own ecosystem dashboard. So yeah, you need to know the difference between a creator dashboard, ecosystem dashboard, and user dashboard. User dashboard is what your users that are using your ecosystem will be seeing. Creator dashboard and ecosystem dashboard is for you. Your creator dashboard is where you create the ecosystem. Your ecosystem dashboard is for a particular ecosystem. So from this ecosystem here that I already have a course, if you want to upload more course or service or products, you can always do that from your ecosystem dashboard. And you can monitor the earnings that you are getting on a particular ecosystem. If people order on a particular ecosystem, you get the email, and also too on your ecosystem dashboard, you can see the information there.
So pretty much any information that you provide, that is what you're going to use to monitor the email that you used, that you provided upon creation. That is how you're going to get your prompt. If you get an order, it's going to prompt you via email. Is there also the option for them to get orders via phone number, as in via SMS or WhatsApp?
Yeah,
Or is
so
that a
for
feature
now,
that
the
will be
the
added?
the option we have is when someone make an order, you have it in your ecosystem. On your creator dashboard, you see the notification, and also in your email, you get the notification.
But I'm hoping that with time, that other feature will be added. See, because we know for a fact that there are a lot of people that they find they're not email friendly. They're not frequent visitors to their email address. So that option for maybe for them to get a prompt via SMS, or maybe a phone number that they have attached to upon creation. That should be something that we should also consider. They will have more so that they don't miss out. Because, guys, the goal here is for you to make this a lifestyle. If you really want to grow, you need to be intentional about it. As much as there'll be other platforms in where you can receive orders and everything, but these are usually the ones that, because the beautiful part about it is that even when you lose maybe a phone or you change gadgets or anything, this information is actually stored. They have a backup already on the cloud or something. But unlike your SMS, you don't have a backup story, you don't have a backup in place in case you lose a phone. So maybe you going back to like see or trying to track messages, you might lose out on that. But email, regardless of, as far as you have your login details and you create and you log in, or even you go to your echo, those information are there. They're not, nobody's going to steal that away from you. So those are, I think, when the creators were putting this in place, they thought about lasting solutions, the ones that have long-lasting implications and impact. as against the ones that if there's any issues, you might not be able to go back and retrieve it and everything. But I know that other features will be included, but it's also important that for you to want to embrace digitization, you have to embrace everything that comes with it. That also requires you to also be up to date with the trends. You need to see the need to embrace technology in order for you to grow. So yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Mary, on how to so how do they copy their link? Yeah, that's another one that someone asked. Where do they copy their link from to share
Yeah,
with
so
the
I
customers and clients?
so as I mentioned before, you can always visit your ecosystem sites, and then from the site page itself, you copy that particular site's link.
Okay, that's the one at the top bar where you have is it the one with dimplify.com/creator/dashboard,
Yes.
all this thing?
Mm,
Okay.
mm, mm.
So that's the one you share with users, as in your client base, your customers. Is that the one?
Okay, no, not the creator. The link you are sharing is the particular site that you ecosystem website that you just created. So once
Okay.
you click on this view site, it will take you to the
Okay.
link, and on the site
Okay.
page, you can always copy the link.
Okay. Okay. So Zainab, for you asking how do you create the ecosystem, I want to believe you joined in late, but no worries. We'll share the recording after this session so you can go back and try it out. So I hope can I state different business on the same board of mine? Yes, that was already, you can see what you're seeing currently. You see that there are different. Oh, why did you take your screen
Oh,
off?
sorry.
Somebody asked the question. Yeah. You can see this dashboard has more than one ecosystem here created. So it's like I said, it's your description. That is what, if you are in the sector of trade and creative, you can have everything under one. It's just for you to know which one you are. You see now, sector, this is, see, can you see? Sector says technology service. This is another sector, personal care. So you can have multiple sectors in under one dashboard ecosystem for a different ecosystem description. I hope that answers your question. I know a lot of us we are operating in different sectors, which is understandable, but that does not limit you to having different ecosystem management options under one dashboard. So you can actually create as many. That's why what separates the futures, you also have to bear in mind that as a free user, there's an extent to what you can do. So we have made it easy, or we have made that option available for you to at least create. How many ecosystems can you create under the free with the free version? How many are you allowed to? Samuel.
So you have the capability to create 3 on the free version.
See, so you can't even. The truth about it is that we had you guys in mind. It is something that you would not have in as in anywhere. So under that free listing, you can. So as you grow, when you are increasing your database and everything, at some point, because the whole idea is for you to grow in your respective services or skills. So as you grow, you need to also expand that way and as in include more features to be able to like as in meet as in meet the needs of your consumers or even your business reach and everything. Can I have a customized email for my business with the ecosystem? Of course, you can creation of an email is easy. That's not a problem. You can, and which is even better. It's always good for, we always advise people to separate themselves from their business. So that way, that any emails, if you want to, for your business, this is the email that they're going to use to reach out to you. And anything coming into your personal inbox is for your personal, so you don't miss out on maybe deals and stuff like that. Yes, of course, you can create, you can use go to gmail.com, depending on whichever domain you want to use. Create that, this thing, it's free too. Create that, use it for that purpose, so that you can get that, so that you don't lose track of maybe orders or whatever opportunities. So yes, an email that's exactly, yes, of course, you can do that. Can we create an ecosystem for order? Oh, Samuel, you did not talk about this. Someone just asked now. Can we create an ecosystem for orders and manage this for them and get paid? In fact, Olushola, you are thinking like me. You are a business-minded person. In fact, very, very possible, over possible. Like we said, even what we're trying to do in the long run is that we know for a fact that a lot of people will not have that time to create their own ecosystem and even manage it. So you're also creating business for yourself. That's an opportunity. That's why I said, think of any way you want to make additional income for yourself, and just think of DIMP. You can actually help people, you can create for other people and manage for them and get paid for it. As in, you're not restricted to what you can do with this, because at some point would even require, we have some SMEs in our own ecosystem that would not be able to manage their their own service, that they need the help of people. We would reach out to our learners that are capable, that have tried it out on their own, that know how it works. They will then act as it's more like an affiliate part of um an affiliate aspect of what we are also that we intend to roll out very soon. So yes, you can actually create an ecosystem for others and manage it for them. So you're not limited to what you could do, because those are even the things that we're also think as in we want to propose to our learners, that you can do that. Those informations will also go out. It's called, we call them affiliate marketers. You are helping other people manage their ecosystem, and you get paid for it. For every business that you get into they get VAD platform, you get some certain of this some form of percentage paid to you. It all depends on what is being negotiated. So yes, you can actually do that. Yes. So Amadu, I think that's a very wonderful question. In fact, I couldn't have thought of it. Yeah. So how do you go about creating the ecosystems? I've responded. I think you joined it. Poinsettia, you said, can I ask a question on the, yes, it takes me back. So on that, the certificate have not been uploaded yet. That's why it's taking into the dashboard. And remember, we promised that it will be ready before the end of the month. So once that is available, an email will be sent that you can now go to your dashboard and click to get your certificate, for those of you that have completed your soft skill learning. So do not worry, my friend. That is still that will be sorted out very, very soon. So I don't know if there are any other questions. And I really want you all to take our time and work with this. We want to hear from you. We are rooting for you all to succeed. We want you all to like grow. We want you all to um be the next best thing. That's our only way of giving back. Nigeria will always be Nigeria. Nobody will hand you out, nobody hands out freebies, but we can actually provide you with tools to help your business. We can actually provide you with the right information and help you, point you in the right direction. So that's what we're trying to do here. So I don't know if there are any other questions, so that we don't take too much of our time. A lot of people keep crying of data, but this information that you've gotten, you pay serious naira, thousands of naira to get this information outside. So yes, I'll provide that. It will be provided, no problem. We'll provide that. Give us time. You can go to our YouTube page to access it. Once we upload, we'll let you know. Okay, please go through it. Give us your feedback. You can drop it in the chat box here. You can use this chat box. You can send us an information. What's the perks for a paid version? When the perks for paid version is also indicated there. If you the futures for paid version is also listed there. So go through it, you will see it there. It has all the options, what makes what the difference between a free version and a paid version, what you stand to get. So go through it. You don't have any. It's looking is free. Don't worry about that. So, but we want to hear from you. Please go ahead and try this out. Send us your feedback via emails. You can put it in this chat box at any point in time. You could also go to the help center and pick it, as in drop a ticket. We'll have someone that will always respond to you and everything. And should you encounter any issues, okay, I hope. Oh yes, 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 yes. For those of us who are just joining the program, I hope we can still be onboarded. Yes, of course you can. Second cohort will soon be starting. You even have an edge. It's even a plus for you to even know what you stand to get as you go into the program. So it's a plus for you because we'll still have this session for people in the next cohort. So you can even be our, what do we call them? Um, ambassadors that have tried out that already, you're already one step ahead. So you understand? So yes, you'll still, yeah, you'll still be onboarded, of course, that's for sure. You'll get your login details again when it's time and you get those information. And also, I don't know if there are any more questions. I hope no, for WhatsApp skills for learners to interact. You can actually interact via your dashboard. There is a community engagement section there for you to interact. There's no WhatsApp group. Sorry. There's no WhatsApp group. Can I get the paid version if I don't want to settle for the free package during the queue? Yes. There's that option. Samuel, can you show them that option for the paid? At what point they would see that option for the paid listen for someone that just doesn't want the free. They wants
Yeah.
to maybe they want to just purchase their own domain, where it takes them to and the options. So yeah,
Yeah, so at the payment part, the step 6,
exactly.
you will see the option
So you
to
can
do
just
that.
so it's there. Just take your time and go through and know what you need to um but the good thing is that you have the option to try out the free to know how useful it is before you go ahead. Not that anything is stopping you from just outrightly going for a paid one, but you have that option. Do you understand? So take a swing at it. Please, we want to know how this works for your business and try trying it out. Start putting yourself out there. Don't limit yourself. Start showcasing that skill or service to as many people as possible. And we wish you all the very best. Thank you everyone for really making our time to be part of today's session. Um, like we said, if you have any concerns, if you try it out, if you have any feedbacks, if there are ways you want us to even improve on it, please let us know. The whole idea is for constant improvement and to look for simpler ways to make life easy for everyone. So thank you very much, everyone. And from all of us at GFA Technologies, we say enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. Thank you.